Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and today I'm here with some seriously cute, seriously protective cases from the company Casetify for iPhone XS Max. These cases will protect your phone in up to a 6.6 foot drop. They provide 2x military drop test standard protection, and they come in tons of different designs. Let's take a closer look at these cases on my iPhone XS Max in gold. So when Casetify first reached out to me about reviewing their products, I was somewhat hesitant because I had only associated them as being a fashion case brand. But when I looked a little bit more closely at their products, I was impressed to see that their highest level of case, which they call their Impact case, actually is advertised as being the world's slimmest military grade case. And when they came in the mail, I have to say, absolutely right. These are really thin cases for the iPhone XS Max, have a great feel in the hand, and provide an impressive level of protection for this size of case. So these will give you 6.6 feet of drop protection, and they are certified to take twice as many drops at a military drop test standard protection level, so 52 rather than the standard 26 number of drops. So really very impressive from the folks at Casetify. Packaging wise, I was quite impressed. They come in a pretty little white box with a ribbon on it. Opening it up, you can see you've got your case nestled on a black velvet lining. Everything just looks quite nice, much nicer than the standard case that you receive. So kudos to Casetify on that. Very nice if you're giving this as a gift. So in terms of the construction of the case, the back is a clear polycarbonate material, has a relatively rigid feel to it. The sides have a bit more give. They are a TPU, or certainly something that feels like a TPU, and then they have this material embedded in it, which is the special drop protective material that Casetify uses. This is called Qitech. You can see those white ridges in there. There are actually 3 possible colors you can get the Qitech material in. You can get it in white, you can get it in a pale pink, and then you can also get it in a black color. Overall, I think it has a nice look to it, this kind of a ridged look around the edges. The ridges are in the interior. They're not going to give you any additional grip on the sides, but the sides are a TPU and they have a nice, reasonably grippy feel to them. Overall, this seems like a very nicely made case. It's lightweight and has a good feel in the hand. Putting your iPhone in here is quite straightforward. Simply just put on the one side and then click on your other corners. Looking at the fit of the case, we have a nice tight fit on the sides as well as the top and bottom overall. Few areas have just a bit more give, which would be over your volume buttons and a little bit over your side button and the lightning port. But overall, I think it's really quite a good fit on here. Looking at the amount of lip we have on here, we have a good protective lip on here. Should be nicely protective for your iPhone's screen. I do currently have a tempered glass screen protector on here. This is the Zag Glass Plus anti-glare screen protector. So if I didn't have that on here, you would have more visible lip. But even with it, you still have plenty of lay on the table design with this. So looking down here at our port openings, these are nicely protective. They are well positioned, although do be aware they decided to go with symmetrical port openings down here, which don't actually match the asymmetrical port holes that we have down here for the speaker and microphone areas. So that's just a design decision. Some case manufacturers decided to go with asymmetrical port openings down here, some with symmetrical. I don't think it's a big deal, but just be aware of it. Should be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here, and of course this case does support wireless charging without incident. Absolutely no problems there. So going around to the side, again, you can see this Qitech material through your clear TPU sides. This has a reasonable amount of grip on here, what I like to call a TPU grip, the sort of thing that's still going to slide easily in and out of pockets and handbags, but has a nice, reasonably secure feel to it. So our volume up and down buttons are quite responsive, no issues there, no problems in getting to the mute switch. And then going over here to the side button, it's very nicely responsive and clicky. Going to the back of the case, I love all these patterns. I think they look great. Really a wonderful way to bring out the beauty of your new iPhone. I think these look great on my gold iPhone XS Max. So this is one of the probably hundreds of patterns that Casetify has. Really like the look of it. So the pattern itself, you can feel the paint on the outside here. This may mean that this is going to wear off over time, but certainly I don't see any indication at this point that it's particularly scratch prone or anything. Overall, we do have just a tiny bit of a rim that runs around the edges here, which is going to help protect the finish on here. When you put this flat down, you're going to have this rim down here at the bottom and at the top, not really so much on the sides, it's mostly in the bottom and the top, that's going to keep all of the rest of the case very slightly raised, so the part with the pattern and the clear polycarbonate is not going to scuff as easily. So I think that that is great. We do have sufficient protection for your protruding camera, but wow, it's a close thing. It's just barely. This does have enough lip, but you really have to look closely to see it. So as long as you're on a flat surface, not a problem. If the surface is somewhat uneven, you want to be a bit more careful about your camera with this. But really, overall, I think it's great. This material does also have a scratch-resistant finish, which is going to help against scratching. So that, I think, combined with the fact that we have this raised edge here at the top and the bottom, definitely should help against scratching. And as this is polycarbonate, you shouldn't have an issue with yellowing, although the clear TPU sides here over time may have some degree of yellowing because that does tend to be a hazard with TPU. But overall, just really nice case for iPhone XS Max. Removing the case is quite easy. The TPU sides are nice and flexible, so it's easy to switch from case to case. It's a good thing that they sent me such a lot of lovely cases to switch among. So looking here at this one, this has got your black Qitech sides. I think that that has a nice look as well. Of course, we're looking at basically the same fit overall. Everything looks exactly the same. So looking here at the back, we can see what this back pattern looks like, and I like this squares pattern, I guess you could call it, on the back. All of the Casetify cases do have this Casetify logo that goes around the camera, so that is relatively obtrusive. It may bother some people, but I think it's okay. I mean, to me, it's an interesting place to put the logo. I've not seen that before, and I think it looks kind of decorative, honestly. Really impressed with how thin these cases are. You do have the option to go with one that simply has a clear back, although I think that's kind of cheating, honestly. I think if you're going to go for a case like this, you should go with some sort of design on the back, but still, this does have a nice clean look to it. Looks very pretty, and of course you could specify this particular one with a pink side or a black side, as well as the white that we're seeing here. I think this pattern also looks great. This is another of the black-sided options. And finally, for those of you that like flowers, we have this one. I think that this is probably going to appeal more to the ladies in the audience than the gentlemen. When I put this on, I thought, oh, it looks so pretty. And then I showed it to my husband. He said, oh, that's really too much. So I guess each to his own there. Overall, I think we've got a great product here from Casetify with their Impact cases. If you're looking for something that is thin, protective, and comes in a bunch of great colors, love that 6.6 feet of drop protection and 2x mil-spec standard. Really nice case from Casetify. So these are available directly from Casetify. They have an MSRP of $50. Again, this is for their Impact case line. They have other less expensive case lines available, but they don't have the level of protection you're going to get with the Impact case line. I will put links below where you can find out more about these cases, and many thanks to the kind folks at Casetify for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions about these cases, please feel free to put them in the comments below and I will do my best to address them. And if you are interested in subscribing to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button because I have lots more great case reviews yet to come. Again, this is Kristen with the Impact case by Casetify for iPhone XS Max. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.